Nowadays, everybody wanna talk like they got something to say, but nothing comes out when they move their lips.
Set on YouTube, it's Sweet Potatoes, and we're back again with another video. Now, it's quite a special video today, because very few and far between we actually get a DCEU movie. And today, we are going to go and see Wonder Woman. I'm pretty excited. This is going to be such an event. Been looking forward to this since forever. So we're going to go out, we're going to see the film. I'm then going to have a little something to eat, and I'm going to come back and tell you what I thought about it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you very shortly. And here we are. Welcome back. I've seen the movie, the fourth entry in the DCEU, and not much of a surprise, I loved it. It's jaw-dropping. It's a fantastic movie. I was always going to love this movie. You know, I am biased towards the DCEU. I love it. I love the direction. I've always quite liked the grimdark, or just Zack Snyder's direction, really. After the critical annihilation that Rotten Tomatoes ensemble grouped together and just completely bashed Batman v Superman, you know, I was a bit worried going into it. Now I went into it and I loved it. I just, from that moment on, I didn't care what Rotten Tomatoes, whatever. I don't care what they've got to say about any particular movie. If I want to watch a film and I'm into it and I'm digging it, I dig it. If I'm into a film on its run up, then I'm going to go see it. And if I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. The DC stuff is a different league. I can almost guarantee to myself that I'm going to love it. I don't know what sort of hold it's got over me, but I'm going to love it. Now, the Wonder Woman review embargo got lifted last week, and thank the Lord, it's been met with massive critical acclaim. Now, obviously, after Batman v Superman and Suicide Squad's annihilation through Rotten Tomatoes, I don't care what they've got to say anymore, because I like the movies. People on that site seem to not like them, so I don't care on their judgment. Now, the Wonder Woman reviews have been met with massive acclaim, which then got me a bit worried, because I'm thinking, well, if the film that they didn't like, I then went on and loved, is the film that they really like going to be a film that I really hate? You know, so I was thinking this was going to come out a little bit like an MCU film. You know, obviously after all the critical slamming, they've course corrected and made it a little bit lighter, a little bit more Marvel-y, if you like. I can thankfully say it's not. It is a DCEU film. For years, this is going to echo. This is going to have ripples in time, and it is going to be right up there with the best. It is still quite dark. Yeah, it has got colour within it. It's got comedy in it. The pacing is fantastic, you know, and it doesn't make a mockery of the time period like the World War I setting. The action scenes are phenomenal. This scene that I'm sure you've heard people talking about now, obviously I'm not going to go into spoilers with this, there's going to be no spoilers, so you can relax. The scene we've all heard about where she climbs up out of the trench, as soon as she gets on the ladder and starts climbing out of the trench, the next 10 to 12 minutes is just epic. It's one of the most epic scenes I've ever seen in an action movie. And it's featuring one of DC's best. It's at the same time Steve Trevor's story as well as it is Diana Prince's. They're both at their element with the themes that's going on within the movie. Steve Trevor is a fish out of water when he arrives in Themyscira, as is Diana a fish out of water when she arrives in man's world, you know. They play together they play off of each other so brilliantly. You know, it's beautiful chemistry, and above all else, you know, as well as the action and the comic book movie storyline themes, above all else, this film is a romance. You know, and what a romance! It sort of creeps up on you in a way. You know, it's not telling you that it's a love story between these two characters, but it kind of grows that way, and before you know it, it smacks you right in the face that these two people care about each other. It's brilliant. It's a fantastic film. Is it better than BVS? I can't. Look, it's right up there with BVS. I love BVS. The BVS is my favourite film. I can watch it endlessly. I've seen it easily 100 times. Easily 100 times. And I think Wonder Woman, as soon as I get my hands on that, on a home release, it's that both films are going to be watched the same amount of time. My mind is blown. One thing that really shook me to the core, you know, I'm a bit of a jack the lad, right? You know, and all the rest of it. I've got my soft side, you know, I've got my emotional side. This movie is the only movie that I can't say I've cried. I think there might have been a little bit of a tear hanging like here, and I was like blinking it away like that. This movie had me holding back tears from the moment it started. It was just tears of joy, and quite early on and towards the end, tears of sorrow. You know, there's some sad stuff that happens quite early on. Obviously, sad stuff happens at the end. Honestly, holding back the tears, I was so emotional. It was a roller coaster ride of emotions, this movie. I cannot wait to see it again. I love the earlier scenes in Themyscira with Auntie Antiope and Hippolyta. It's just such a good origin story. My mind is blown. This movie, so good. Like, so good. Patty Jenkins has done a fantastic job with this. She needs a lot more work. I think DC are not, Warner Brothers are not going to let her go. She's going to be coming back to do, I would say, at least another 2-3 movies for the DCEU. You know, there's going to be sequels to Wonder Woman. One thing that I noticed right at the beginning of this, which we've not seen from any DC movies so far, there was like a DC character intro. You know, like for the pre-credits. You know, like for the opening credits, where you see not the actors themselves, but an artist's rendition of Superman, Batman, Aquaman. There was all that, and the Green Lantern. You know, it was all the main Justice Leaguers essentially. That was unexpected and very welcome. If I was going to score the film, I can't read those scores. It's awkward, you know. I can't give anything a 10 out of 10 because no film is perfect. But for me, pretty much every DCEU film, any DC movie, is 9 out of 10. Suicide Squad for me, I had a lot of fun with it. It is the weakest of the DCEU arsenal so far. But even that, I'll give, on a really bad day, if I had the right hump with it, I'll give it a 7. But generally, I'd say 8 out of 10 Suicide Squad. BVS, 9 out of 10. Man of Steel, 9 out of 10. Wonder Woman, right up next to its compadres, 9 out of 10. Fantastic film. I cannot recommend it high enough. Go see this film, please. Just get a ticket, take your loved one, just enjoy yourself. This film is brilliant. It ticks all the boxes you'd want from a movie. It's got great action, great acting, suspense, drama, sexual liaisons, you know, the romance. It's great. It's got the jokes. Gal Gadot, she is Wonder Woman, you know. Bollocks to the naysayers, she is Wonder Woman. But yeah, an absolute must see, and I cannot wait to stick it pride and place next to BVS on my 4K Blu-ray DVD tower. Superb movie. Well, there you go. I've been Sweet Potatoes. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Take care, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.